What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? Listen, man. I just left the gym. I ain't even, I just left the gym, man. I had to come on this topic, man. I had to come and speak about this, man, because I just couldn't wait, man. Like, I see the reverberation, what's going through the airways about this Eminem situation. You got Vlad TV chiming in. It all stems from this interview with Umar Johnson, who basically said Eminem can't be the GOAT because he's white. and I don't know what other kind of response that you would expect from a Pan-Africanist. A Pan-Africanist interest is solely in African people. But I'ma show you where the problem comes in, okay? The problem comes in, you have a predominantly black genre of music. Created in its inception, from black people. And this is a gift to the world. Hip hop is a gift to the world from black people. It's a gift to the world from black people, and just one of the many gifts. And this gift, travels around the world, and everybody is able to participate in it, and everybody is able to take a piece from it. People are exploiting it. People are living off of it. People, it's just so much things that's going on, right? So the problem is for me, right? Because I feel like I'm one of the first and only people that ever spoke on this topic. The problem that I had was that it seemed to me like they was propping Eminem up over everybody else. And being that he's a white male, it looked kind of strange, and we knew what that was, and we knew why that was, right? But I came up a very big Eminem fan. I came up loving Eminem's music. I remember my homie Confucius turned me on to him before he even got with Dr. Dre. And I heard the song Brain Damage, and just the two of us, and I was a fan ever since. So I know Eminem music, I know verses, I know, like, I'm a huge fan. So this is not coming from somebody who's just like, I don't like Eminem. It's not, that's not the energy. The energy is just honest energy. This is just honest energy. And just being honest is that it's unfair to just put this guy on top and just give him the crown like he's sitting on everybody else like the king. Yes, that does look like white supremacy. Yes, it does. And that's just the honest to God's truth. Now, why I'm making this video is I'm not going to tell you that Eminem can't be the best because he's white. No, that's not true. The best rapper is the best rapper. No matter what color you are. I'm saying that if Eminem proved to me without a shadow of a doubt that he was the best rapper in the world, I would say it. I'm telling you that I never felt like he was the best rapper in the world, even to what I hear now. Even with him rapping fast, people been rapping fast. Okay? Bone came out in the 90s. Twister came out in the 90s. You had JJ Fad. Suma Lama Do My Lama Suma Lama. He even kind of like did that in his when he first started rapping fast. A lot of people was doing it here and there. Spice One. Like, so, I'm just saying that, he's not the king because he's just not the king. not because of the color of his skin. I'm not saying he can't have that position because of the color of his skin. I'm saying he can't have that position because he doesn't have the skills. I mean, he has very, very good skills, but he doesn't have the skills to be put as the king on top of everybody else because Chino XL, and I don't care about records sold. Okay, people buy records other than actual lyrics. You know, people buy records for many different reasons. You know what I mean? You know, Eminem filled in a gap. You know, there was a gap. There was a large amount of people waiting to support a particular person, but he just wasn't there. He didn't exist. Okay, so once this guy finally came and he finally exists, now this group of people finally had that person that they can fully just support in this genre of music. Okay, Chino XL. So I don't care about record sale. I don't care if he sold more records than Michael Jackson ever did in 2 minutes. I'm not talking about record sales. You know what I mean? Chino XL. Eminem can't rap better than Chino XL. All right. And it's really not, you know what? It's really not, because as a rapper myself, you know, it's not many people who can rap better than me. I'm just being honest with you. I don't care who you, I don't care where they at in their career. I don't care what they did. I don't care what they come. I'm just talking about raw rap, raw lyrics. It's not many people that can rap better than me on this planet. So this is not coming from somebody who don't know rap music, okay? And I don't really like speaking about somebody's better than who, somebody's better than who, because when you get to a certain level of lyricism, you just at a top tier level. Like nobody's really better than anybody except for you know, a few people. You know what I mean? Chino XL. Chino XL. Cannabis. You know, and I'm not gonna mention the people that he's down with and people that he run with, because it's people that he's down with, people he run with that I really like a whole lot and been liking a whole lot, and I really think is really exceptional lyricist. Eminem is an exceptional lyricist, so I don't want you to think that this is just something. But when you're talking about just placing him over everybody, I don't agree with that. I never did, and I made a video about this like 2 years ago. Brother Lynch Hung, Sibo. I mean, like, it's just so many people that I can name, bro. Like, but if you just want to just go with straight, just crazy lyrics, I'ma still keep Brother Lynch Hung there. I forget the one guy, man, who I think he was on the Gridlock soundtrack, or he was on the gang-related soundtrack. It was like the first time I heard him, he was rapping so fast, it sounded like he was going backwards, the way he was doing it. I forget this guy name. He from Kansas. I can't believe I forget his name. He's from Kansas City. He's like the most records independent. I forget his name. He's a big dog now. I forget his name though for some reason. Him. Who else, man? There's so many people, man. There's so many people, bro. Like, DMX was a pun intended dog. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, of course. I mean, to me, I think Tupac is on top. Not because of just lyrics. Tupac had lyrics, but not just because lyrics, because what he stood for. So it's more than just lyrics that's just gonna make you the king. You know what I mean? Like, this music is more than just being able to rap. This music, you have to stand for something. You have to mean something. You know what I mean? And I know Eminem means something for somebody, but you know, I mean, you know, not to really sound too harsh, but this is kind of like our thing. You know what I mean? This is, it's really like our thing, but it's a gift to the world. We're not trying to keep it away from nobody, but you know, it's our thing. You know, and I mean, that's just the truth. I mean, I'm not trying to sound, you know, crazy with it or nothing like that, but that's just the truth. See, I'm doing this off the fly. I just had to respond. I just had to put my take into it, man. I just had to put my take into it. I can't keep quiet. You know what I mean? I personally think I could give Eminem a run for his money, to be honest with you. I came up listening to Eminem. I'm not gonna lie. Eminem was, Eminem first came out, I was in high school. I really liked his music. I really liked it. His underground tape. I really liked his underground music. I really liked his first CD. I really liked his second CD. His third CD wasn't that bad, but I was a really, really big Eminem fan. I really was. But I never felt like he was the best rapper. I was just a fan of him, just like I was a fan of Nas, a fan of Jay-Z, a fan of Cameron. I want to name people that's just kind of like not really spoke of that much, man, because there's a lot of good rappers out here. I don't listen to rap music that much no more, so this stuff is like way in the back of my mind. But it's so many good rappers, man. You know what I mean? That's another reason why it's just, you can't just play somebody on top of everybody because of record sales, bro. That's garbage. That's garbage. People buy records not just because of how good you rap. You know what I mean? Not just because of how good you rap. People don't buy records just because of that. Now, if you sell records and you can rap, then of course, that makes people look like, okay, obviously he can rap and he sold a whole bunch of records, but people buy records for more than reasons of just you can rap. People buy what they can relate to. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest. Out of everybody that I knew and everybody that I ran with, it was only like 3 of us that liked the Eminem. Everybody that, because, I'm from, I don't really want to say the streets, but, we was just kind of like in the streets. We was kind of like out there, and they wasn't trying to hear that. They thought, I'm arguing with cats, like, I'm arguing with cats, man, but yeah, they wasn't trying to hear that. They thought that was the most lamest, wackest, they just couldn't, like, what he's talking about is stupid and irrelevant, and that's how a lot of people felt, but I appreciated it from a lyricist and a rapper standpoint, you know what I mean? So, but it's definitely wasn't for everybody. So I say that to say, a lot of brothers really wasn't just feeling it from the jump, to be honest with you, from where I was. People have different opinions on music. Everybody don't like the same stuff. But before I just want to think of some people that I used to listen to was just crazy, because, music changed. Music changed because it used to be a place where it was all about finding the next thing. Nobody didn't have to be on. They didn't have to have a lot of money. They didn't have to be with a big label. They didn't have to be driving a certain car. They didn't have to have a necklace. They didn't have to have the women. They didn't have, none of that mattered. All of that mattered was their music good, and could they rap, and was it nice? That's all that mattered. Now we living in a world where people want to see what you actually doing. Are you actually relevant? Are you actually, like, the music doesn't even matter, so so the whole thing is just this whole concept about him being the king is garbage in itself. And another thing too you gotta remember is that the argument was that he is the GOAT, not a GOAT, the GOAT. Being a GOAT being that you're one of the greatest, not the greatest, but one of the greatest. Nobody's gonna have a problem with that because it's all opinion anyways. You know what I mean? But when you say he's the greatest, yeah, we're gonna have a problem with that. Because we know you're not. That's just why we have a problem with that, because we know you're not. All right, but if you say you're one of the greatest, then that's cool because okay, we know you can rap. We know a lot of people like you. That's understandable. I wouldn't have no problem with that. Somebody say, hey man, Eminem one of the greatest rappers, bro. Okay, cool. I don't got no problem with that. Hey man, Eminem is the greatest rapper, bro. He's the king. No, I got a problem with that. So that's pretty much it for me, man. I mean, you know, it's just I don't think people are smart enough to read in between the lines and really see what's really happening and really see what's going on and to see how people you know, how people what's the word I want to use, just conniving for power positions, you know what I mean? And you know, and you know, and we are in a fight, you know, for the perception of reality, and we are in a fight, you know, for our truth in reality. Eminem being the king of rap music is just not truth. That's a fake, false reality. It's just not truth. And I'm really disappointed in myself because I know there's a lot of rappers. I'm talking about rappers that might really just get just due. That, you know what I mean? Like like just to speak one person, like Eminem was good. I admit it. I liked his music a whole heck of a lot, but that's not the only person I liked it. Like AZ, bruh. AZ been nice his whole career. You know what I mean? Whole career. Shaheem. Big L. Oh my God. Eminem can't mess with Big L, bro. Eminem cannot mess with Big L at all. Or Big Pun. Or Big Pun. I mean, I know they, you know, they transition, but, you know, that's just big. But they from the same era, though. So it's kind of relevant because they from the same era. You know, of course, Jay-Z. Of course, Nas. Bruh. There's so many people, bruh. I'm just sleeping on right now, bruh. Sleeping. Razzcast. Ugh, Razzcast. Yep, Razzcast. Game is a really good rapper too. You know, I kind of want to go from, you know, an era before him, but Game is a really good rapper too. Being that he actually battled him and put diss songs on him. I don't know how real that was or whatever. I thought they was like from the same set or whatever, but not the same set, but from the same, you know, same family. So I don't know, but yeah, Game is really good. You know, yeah, I mean, yeah. If you could say Eminem is one of the greatest rappers, just lyrics wise, Game is too. I had to come back with this, bruh, cause there's so many people that I'm forgetting about. There's so many people I'm forgetting about, like, because there's people out here that don't just really get the credit, as a normal pop artist. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people that just really don't get the credit. It's just really just crazy nice. You know what I mean? Crazy nice, bruh. Like, another thing that y'all need to talk about is albums. Albums. Because you trying to put this man, ooh, I hope the joint didn't die. You trying to put this man as the king, right? Well, before you put him as a king, let's put all the greats and let's look at their albums, and you tell me where any one of Eminem albums would line up against Illmatic, Stillmatic, I Am, Reasonable Doubt, Dynasty, Blueprint, Fade to Black, American Gangster. Oh my God, the American Gangster album. Oh my God. DMX first two joints he dropped. Um, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. Was that his first joint? 50 Cent first one. I forget the name of it. 50 Cent first one. Tupac. The Double Disc. Machiavelli. Me Against the World. Cannabis first album was nice too. I mean, I know his career got tanked or whatever, but Cannabis first album was nice. I mean, I could still listen to that. Wasn't as nice as a lot of those other joints we named, but he had a playthrough. 8 Ball MJG. I don't like to mention this, because of the content, but Season of the Sickness. Wu-Tang. The Double Disc. Every Bone Thugs and Harmony album. I'm a super big Bone Thugs and Harmony fan, man. Twister. First one. All his albums too, but Twister first one. Playthrough. East 99 Eternal. Resurrection. And the Yellow CD too. That Yellow CD was hard. What was the name of that Bone Yellow CD? I forget the name of the Yellow CD. That All the Way, and Cleveland Rocks. Cleveland Rocks. Yeah, Bone is hard, bro. Outkast. Mr. Pookie and Lucci. They had something going on back in the day. They was coming hard. Of course, Scarface, Ghetto Boys, of course. That was Scarface and Ghetto. That was the Mind Playing Tricks on Me. That was the first rap song that I ever memorized. That was besides my own. Yeah, that was the first rap song I ever memorized. So much. The Thug Life CD. What else? Yeah, man. Let's start looking at albums. Before we call somebody a king of the GOAT, let's look at their body of work. Let's look at their album, their whole body of work, and let's start looking at body of works. Let's start looking at that in its totality. You know what I mean? Let's not look at what was sold, because we not making no money off these records. So what was sold or what was made is not our concern. That's the people who invested, and that's the people who get return on the investment. That's for them. And most of them people, they don't know nothing or care nothing about rap music anyway, so they ain't got nothing to do with us. We just talking about the quality of the music, the quality of the lyrics, the quality of what's actually being said. You know what I mean? So we're not talking about records sold. So let's start looking at the body of works. I'm out, man.